Hello everyone, it's the winter solstice time, and for those of you who follow my channel know that that can only mean one thing. Solstice time means the top 10 video for this season time, and as you can see from the title, this is the top 10 winter fragrances for the year of 2013/2014. Now, a couple of ground rules to go over before I go over it as usual. Number one, these are my picks, these are nobody else's picks on, fragrances that they consider or they love for the winter season. That's what these picks are. These picks are my picks. These are nobody else's. This list does not take into consideration designer niche. These are the favorite fragrances that I like to wear, period. I don't care about price tag. These are the ones that I have that are within my collection. Now, what do I consider winter? Winter, I consider, it generally happens within the months of around, say, late October to around February-ish. So the temperature that you can kind of expect is usually something around, I want to say around 40 degrees and below. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, obviously, but I'm suggesting below, and that I would kind of consider winter, right? So just to kind of give you a temperature frame, that's kind of what I'm working with here, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and get into the list. I want to go ahead and do this list quickly. A couple things. You're actually going to notice that there's been a shakedown. There's been a shake-up, if you will, of fragrances, and my tastes have changed a bit. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the list. At number 10, we have, from the house of Scent Story, we have 24 Gold. An absolute beauty and a gem I still love. A fragrance that was very underrated, or I like to say, I highly underrated it, especially when I hadn't heard anything about it. I mean, a scent that's after a TV show, come on, what are you expecting from it? I didn't expect much from it at all. I was very pleasantly surprised. We're talking about amber, a very sweet resin type of a mix to it. It's a very sweet fragrance, but at the same time it has this amber that kind of brings it down and brings it to a more wearable state. Absolutely fantastic. Has a little bit of spiciness in it that I absolutely love. So at number 10, 24 Gold. Number 9, we have a classic that I still love that, in my opinion, still gets better with time. It's just absolutely fantastic on it, and the longer it's on your skin, the more beautiful it becomes. Only downside is a lot of people already have it. It's mass marketed. We're none other than La Male. La Male, again, fantastic. Gets better as time goes on. It has this beautiful lavender type of a scent to it that, best I can say is that it gets better as time goes on, and it just really envelops you. It's a very strong fragrance, a very powerful fragrance. It smells different when you first spray it than as it's been on your skin for a long time. I initially wasn't really pleased with this fragrance, especially when I first got it, but it's one that has grown on me tremendously. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. Compliment-wise, I don't really get that many compliments when I'm wearing this. I suspect that it may be because so many people have it, or it might just not smell that good to them. I don't know, but I love it. Okay, so La Male coming in at number 9. Number 8. This one has fallen a little bit as well too. It's still on my top 10 list, just not as high. Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco, heavy vanilla, Tobacco Vanille. That's what you get exactly when you spray it. There's less situations, I guess, that I'm starting to wear this one a little bit more, just because I found that I really enjoy wearing this one with a suit and tie, and there's just been other fragrances that I've been wearing that have come up more with a suit and tie, even though this does absolutely fantastic with it. Without a formal type of a setting, I don't get as many accolades or compliments with this fragrance. Go figure. Not exactly sure what the reason is. I'm pretty sure it's that it just suits that, kind of feel to it a little bit better. Okay? Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Number 7, we have from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme, the Night of the Man. This fragrance, it has a very powdery, a very spicy type of a feel to it, but it's very masculine, very dark. But at the same time, being pretty inviting, opening. It's got this nice little kick to it that I really like, and that women really enjoy too. Women really enjoy this scent on men overall in general. So, number 7, La Nuit de l'Homme. Number 6, from the house of Thierry Mugler, we have Pure Havane. Sorry, name skipped my head for a second there. What am I looking at? Pure Havane, yes. Pure Havane, Pure Malt is right up there too with this one. I've just decided to list one of them. I kind of review them both respectively, kind of both, but I just like this scent a little bit better than pure malt. For its occasion, you know, it lasts a great deal amount of time. It envelops you in this tobacco-y type of a vibe. It almost smells a little bit cherry-ish, a little bit off of that, but it's got, you know, dried down some nice patchouli that kind of comes into it. It mixes very well with your skin, and it stays on yourself a long time and produces the desired effect. Okay? Pure Avant. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're at number 5. Number 5, a fragrance that's... A fragrance that regrettably has fallen. It has fallen, and I will explain why. We are talking about Maurice Rousseau's Musc Ravageur. It is no longer my number 1, after running for so long at number 1. And the reason being, I just can't wear it as, you know, much as I would like to. I absolutely love the scent number 1, but other people, I just haven't, maybe it's been a bad run, but other people haven't just liked this as much. You know, I've had some women basically say that I smell like an old man, stuff like that, and overall the smell, even though I still like it, I'm also finding that it's getting to be a little bit too much, if you will. It's a little bit too in your face, which is the reason why I loved it to begin with, but kind of what I thought it would be. I'm starting to get a little bit sick of it, so whether or not this stays on my top fragrances for it, I still absolutely love the smell, but we'll see what happens to it. We're talking about a heavy clove smell, cinnamon, vanilla. It's very heavy, very in your face, and Musc Ravageur, number 5. Number 4, from the house of Christian Dior, Dior Homme Intense. A couple people will attest to you, when I first smelled this, I thought, what's the big deal? Didn't think of anything of it, and this is another one that has grown on me a little bit over time. It is absolutely fantastic for those night out type of situations where you're, you know, either going to a bar, drinking, you know, going dancing, whatever it may be. Dior Homme Intense really has that vibe to it. Now, despite the fact that it is so popular within the fragrance world, I really haven't smelled it on anyone else. This is a scent that I would definitely smell if somebody else was wearing around, and I still haven't smelled it around, so it has that plus value for that. Dior Homme Intense, number 4. Number 3, from the house of By Kilian, we've got Straight to Heaven. Sorry, this is the travel set for, there we go, Straight to Heaven. This is a travel set for it. Another one that I've been falling in love with a little bit more. I'm probably going to buy the bigger bottle, but such good deals with the travel thing. You only have to buy the refills and you can have the whole thing. But either way, Straight to Heaven, it's got this boozy type of a feel, a little bit of vanilla in it. It's, or was it vanilla that I'm actually thinking of? Rum was the boozy type of feel. Either way, absolutely fantastic smelling fragrance, and I actually like to wear this in button-down situations where you're looking good, smelling good. Now, compliment-wise, I'm getting about a good amount of compliments with it. Nothing that just falls off the river like the next 2 that I'm going to mention, but either way, absolutely fantastic. By Kilian's Straight to Heaven. Number 3, a fragrance that I have been touting, and man, I am singing its praises to high heck, because every single time I wear this especially, I just get absolutely fantastic compliments, and that is Chambre Noire by Olfactive Studios. It is a beautiful scent. The kind of compliments that I get with this one, most recently compliment that I got with this one was when I last went on a date on Friday, I think it was, I got this compliment, you know, she leans in and she was like, wow, you smell absolutely fantastic, and I was like, yeah. Dancing to 80s music, by the way. It was awesome. I loved it. But Chambre Noire, absolutely fantastic scent that has that vibe to it. It just has an absolutely fantastic vibe that has this kind of a papyrus, probably pronouncing that wrong, type of a vibe to it that has this paper type of a feel to it, but at the same time it has this very inviting masculine type of a scent to it. Chambre Noire, I've done a review on it. Check that out. Describe it more in a little bit in detail. And number 1, the number 1 fragrance. It's been a long time coming. I'm beginning to love this more and more. Every single time I wear it, it gets primal reactions from people, you know, whether it be females, men. People love this scent, and I absolutely love it. It's becoming my signature scent that people know me by, and it very well is at this point. And that is Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. What is to be said about Tuscan leather? It's a very heavy, deep type of a leather type of a scent, but at the same time, it has this spiciness and it has this animalistic quality to it that just really brings people in and invites you, and it gives you this mysterious type of a dark look or dark feel to it almost. Tuscan leather, easily my number one and easily my favorite fragrance for the winter at this point. If you have any questions whatsoever on any of the fragrances that are here, please feel free, let me know, send me a message, leave me below. Let me know what your top winter fragrances are for this period. All right? Thank you, take care of yourselves, and have a great day.